Frank, you ready to go? Here we go. Let's start with Adam Schefter.
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care. According to my sources, St. Nicholas was listed as probable, which soon would be there.
Mike Ditka.
The children nest all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums dance in their heads. Dancing sugar plums. Come on, man, stop it. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. You actually get a visual of me in pajamas if you think hard enough. Let's move on here.
Mel Kiper Jr.
When out the law there rose such a clatter, sprang to the bed to see what's the matter. Way the window, I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters with tremendous force, incredible agility, and threw up the sash.
Stephen A. Smith.
The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave an effervescent and vivacious tranquility to midday objects below, when what to my awestruck and marveling eyes should appear but a miniature air and snow travel vehicle and 8 utterly diminutive reindeer.
Jon Gruden.
With a little old driver so lively and quick, kind of like a Drew Brees type, man. I tell you what, I knew in a moment it had to be St. Nick. More rapid than Chip Kelly's Eagles offense. I love what he's doing there. His coursers, they came and whistled and shouted and called them by name.
Chris Berman.
No Dasher, no Dancer, no Prancer and Vixen. On Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, and to the top of the wall. No dash away, dash away. Dash away all. Nobody circles the reindeer like the big man in red.
Lou Holtz.
As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, wind the meet that obstacle back to the sky, and none of this makes sense. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with 8 sleighs full of toys and St. Nicholas too.
Bill Walton.
And then with a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof as I drew in my head and was turning around. Down the chimney St. Nicholas, the second most giving man in the history of Western civilization, behind only the great Jon Gruden, came with a bound.
Bob Lee.
He was dressed in all fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys wrapped in paper of great designs. All this and more coming up on Outside the Lines.
Ron Jaworski.
His eyes, how they twinkled. He had a merry old shape. His cheeks were like roses. I know from watching over 192 hours of tape. His droll little mouth was like the greatest bow of all time. And the beard on his chin was as white as the gloves of a mime.
All right, finish it up. Go on with all the names.
The stump of his pipe held incredibly tight in his teeth. Did you see how bad Johnny Manziel got beat? Told you guys.
And his bold little face and brown around to a belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. This is making me hungrier than the sugar plums. Quite frankly, he was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf. I'm sorry, but somebody had to say it. And I laughed with my retinas focused on him in spite of myself.
A wink of his eye and a twist of his head. He looked like a member of my favorite band, the Grateful Dead.
He spoke not a word, but went straight through his work, and with precision of Peyton Manning, who gets free pizza as a perk. That would have been better if I'd have got through that line directly, man. and laying his finger aside of his nose, as Mort reported earlier, up the chimney he rose. He sprung to his sleigh. To his key team he gave a clap. I could tell right there he was ready to go back to the snap.
But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." He could go all the way. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Magnificent.
That was just fantastic.
Frank Caliendo, Twas the
Holy
night
smokes.
before Christmas.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports, highlights, and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.